With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL. And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Ready? Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away. That's taken on the 25. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it? Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. He finds his man, complete. It's well. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Okay, right. Ready. That complete to Downs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 for that interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Thompson Robinson. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 11. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And he's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle, Jones runs over him, and he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful.
And he lost the football.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ready, ready.
Throwing, Thompson-Robinson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Downs going in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Thompson-Robinson now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Webb. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Jackson on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First and 10, Thompson-Robinson to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
The DTR going to throw it here.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ready, break.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Browns 31, Ravens nothing. York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? able to throw 4 picks already. They're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Ready.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
52 blaster.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street. And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone. You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now Jackson on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, you gotta make a move.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
On 1st down, Thompson Robinson.
He finds his man complete. It's Webb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Ready.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more.
Pass taken in by his good tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And quickly they get to the line. Now Dobbins again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Okay,
Coming
ready?
up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Set, cut.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. Here
Ball
we go.
at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Set, go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Ravens 3.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the return will stop right around the 25. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Ready.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. And this is going to be incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. A little juke. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
What's going on, guys? Okay, break. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They dealt the